What's up YouTube, this is SaberWolf94. Got another game today using Serperior for the grass challenge against more Tapu Coco focused decks. It seems like they're everywhere. I've been seeing them a lot lately. Okay, so my opponent is going to flip the coin. He's taking his time. But yeah, I managed to complete the grass challenge playing a bunch of these games. I think, yeah, I got like 200 coins and stuff. Useful so we can helps to get some packs. Even if you can't trade the shit, get some cards. So I get a terrible hand that forces me to mulligan, and my opponent has these nice little Jirachi sleeves. Okay, but he's opened up, has two guys down, so it's pretty good for him. He's gonna draw cards too. So I start with three basics this time, Snivy and Oricorio. And I'm naturally gonna start with a Snivy. Oricorio is only good late game. I've honestly never managed to use this card for as long as for each game I played that I ran this card, in this deck, I couldn't manage to use him. It just seems that, you know, my opponent never has enough Pokemon into this card pile. At best, they only have like 4, I don't know, anyway. So we open with Bridget, always good. And I'm gonna get my, well, Snivy, Mime, and Taurus GX, basically. There's not really any other options. If we get Tapu Lele, we won't get the ability, and there's no reason to do that. Wait, I decide to get Tapu Lele? Okay. No, there's no way I'm gonna get. I think I was surprised that, oh yeah, since these Pokemon are GXs, you can search them. So that's another benefit of Bridget. It automatically became a much better card. Uh, this isn't usually good stuff for me, like when cards from the previous generation or era are kind of not exactly fully compatible with the new stuff. Uh, for example, the GX Pokemon, they can use the GX attack, essentially making them basically superior to EX Pokemon in almost every way, they basically function as the same shit when you think about it, like the original EXs from the EX series. They can be basic and stage Pokemon. But anyway, so my opponent uses Ultra Ball, gets the full art Tapu Lele. He's going to search N. He's going to use N. And we couldn't attach any energy. But, my attackers are pretty cheap, so I guess that's not a big loss. We get the rare candy, so I'm hoping I'll see Serperior so we can evolve. And we don't get it, of course. So I decide, hey, you know what? I decide to attach the Snivy anyway, thinking that, it might take a while for him to put the 2 lightning energy and maybe I could do stuff. Really just thinking about doing grass damage and get this challenge over with. I'm pretty sure I was thinking that. But, either way, we did what we did. So my opponent attaches another lightning energy, and he also has a Remoraid down, so you know that he's playing Octillery, another card that's pretty valuable among the TCG Online people. I mean, it was like that since the beginning when it got released. I'm pretty sure I remember that. People trading outlandish shit just to get it. But it still is, I suppose, it's like an alternative to Tapu Lele, if you would. So I retreat to the Snivy, getting it out of danger since it hasn't evolved yet. The discarding of Void Grass energy isn't a big deal, and I'm going to use Tauros GX. It's a pretty great counter against these Tapu Coco since they can't really kill you in one hit unless they use the GX attack, which they can only do once. Like, they would need a Choice Band, use Sky, High Claws, and perhaps have a Giovanni Scheme or Kukui to kill you, you know. He has the float stone on too, so I'm not really worried. So he decides to retreat and use Tapu Lele, which goes to show you this is a Pokemon that you can actually put in work. So I'm thinking, what should I do here? I decide to use the Enhanced Hammer since I'm not gonna kill this guy in one hit. I could have used the GX attack, but I'm thinking, you know, we don't have to do this right now. And I'm gonna use Rage. I'm thinking that, since I discarded the double colorless, he's gonna need like what? Another energy to kill me? I think so, yeah, so maybe that wasn't that amazing of a play. But, if he doesn't get the energy, I can kill him back. And, stuff. So, plays another Tapu Coco. He's gonna use the ability, of course. And the dude comes in. I get Ola, so he gets the fucker back. Which makes me think that, yeah, I should have used the GX attack, or what have you. Tauros is pretty valuable against these guys. Oh shit. The helicopters and shit. I don't know if you guys can hear it, you probably can. But anyway, so nest ball here. I'm thinking, what the hell am I gonna grab? Oh, actually, yeah, I first use a Super Rod. Make sure we get our Tauros GX. Because I'm basically gonna use nest ball to get that guy back. So, yeah. It wasn't really a great ass idea that I didn't use the GX attack, but who knows, maybe it was a good thing. Because, we're going to use Tauros GX again, and maybe there's a better opportunity to use it. Alright, so I run the Aether Stadium. I actually took out this card. Yeah, I thought this card worked with all grass Pokemon, but it's just for basics, which is bullshit. So, I took this out. I didn't even play it because I realized, I think from previous games, that it doesn't work, I think, and maybe I forgot to put it out to take it out immediately, but whatever. But this is a useless card that's in the deck, uh, giving me a disadvantage, but that's what happens when you're sloppy. So we use Horn Attack, and I still can't get a fucking Serperior out. The good news is that, with N I can sort of fuck with my opponent, but I mean he has Octillery, and I still have 6 prizes, so N is going to be in its full capacity when I use it. Yeah, pretty cool guy, Tapu Coco. Arrow Trail, Sky High Claws, and the GX attack. All around great Pokemon. Alright, so we're gonna end here because we don't have much of a choice. And since my opponent, made sure that he did 160 damage without killing me, it's so easy for me to use Rage and kill him now. Once again, I don't have to use the GX attack, which is great. So maybe if he dies, we can use the Rescue Stretcher and grab him again. Stuff. Okay, so naturally we're gonna Rage here. Pretty easy. It's gonna do enough, even though he has the Aether Stadium. It does enough to kill him. Well, more than enough. And I'm gonna get the Field Blower and Shauna. At least we got a supporter, I guess, that we can use since this hand is terrible once again. Man, it just seems that these games that I've played using Serperior, I can never have the Rare Candy and Serperior together, like ever. I've used this deck before in the past, and I could get this guy out easily. I don't know why I can't get him out easily these days. Anyway, so he's going to use Abyssal Hand, draw a bunch of cards. Octillery is a good Pokemon. It's like the, what the hell do you call it, Claydol for our generation. Even though we had Electrode from Boundaries Crossed, it drew 4 cards. It didn't see that much play. But this, I guess it's much better if it can net you like 1 or 2 cards if you have a bigger hand. So he brings out Remoraid, I guess, as a bait since he couldn't get an energy to attack or do something. And I'm gonna get rid of the float stones. Oh no, yeah, and the 8th year stadium. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the 8th year stadium so I can have an easier life killing these Tapu Cocos. Since I don't really have a stadium of my own anyway. So attach a grass energy, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna switch here, cause you know there's no need since Taurus GX has exactly enough damage to be killing things in one hit now with Rage. I'm simply gonna use Snivy. Hopefully I can evolve this turn, and I don't, as for fucking usual. You know, kill Remoraid since he is weak to grass. You know, just a simple coil was gonna do it. But apparently we can't, so yeah, we're just gonna settle for the 20 damage. But it's still important that I saved Tauros GX. He's gonna have to use Guzma or something if he wants to kill him now, you know. And as soon as he promotes, Tapu Coco is basically his only attacker. He has a Pikachu down there, so I'm thinking maybe he can use Raichu or something, but pretty much as of now, uh, Tapu Coco is his only attacker. And he does promote him, which is great news for me. It means I'm going to kill him easily. Once he kills Snivy, I guess he wasn't really thinking. Maybe he should have played conservatively. He's going to use Tapu Lele, grab a supporter. I get all that. Basically, something that he can use. He's going to use it on Tapu Coco naturally. You know, this little combo. We've seen a lot of stuff like this before. Okay, so another easy kill with Taurus GX. And I think at this point I'm gonna fucking Sycamore, because I'm tired of, like, I'm gonna fucking evolve to Serperior this turn no matter what. You know, gonna ditch a bunch of grass energy, but hopefully we don't need them. And finally we get the rare candy and a Serperior. So I can do some shit, you know, once Taurus GX dies. You know, hopefully he can put in some work. And use Professor's Letter, I suppose, just to thin out my deck, grab grass energies. Since we don't really have a Sycamore or something that's gonna, you know, draw us cards, we're gonna use the Scala next turn probably. So yeah, gonna use Rage naturally once again. Exactly 180 damage. You know, good players usually won't like play into uh, stuff like this, like Rage attacks, because they know that, you know, it's gonna fuck them up back. You normally want to kill the guy in one hit, or you know, do a little bit of damage first and then go for a two-shot kill. But you know, he thought he was pretty clever with the enhanced hammer, but little does he know have max potion, and he's gonna be pissed off, I think. Well, no, naturally he would be if he doesn't kill the guy in one hit, which I don't see how he can. He doesn't have any energy. Puts the choice band on Tapu Lele, and I guess if he did get a double colorless, it's easy. I don't really know if he's gonna get it. He's thinned out his deck quite a lot, I think, too. And he is going to be down to one prize if he kills Taurus GX, again, to be honest. But, you know, I have attackers that 140 HP attackers that give one prize, and he's going to have to promote. Uh, well, he ends his turn, so yeah, max potion is going to be pretty salty. I think he might even scoop right now, I don't really remember. But thinking, should I evolve into Serperior? Waste the paralysis effect and what have you. So we use Scala, and I get Field Blower. I guess to get him stuck, yeah. I think I did this so I can get him stuck. Um, if he loses the float stones, he lost a lot of resources. I'm thinking he probably doesn't have a switch. So yeah, it's at this point I think that it's gonna scoop. So yeah, right. Hope you guys like this video. Subscribe, share this with your friends, and yeah, what up? What's up?